So reports are coming out that the Tories are taking a political, not scientific approach to lockdowns. I think we all knew this was the case from the beginning, but it looks like Matt Hancock is in some hot water at the moment over it. Now, the Health Secretary has been asked to publish the scientific advice that was behind his decision to lift the pandemic restrictions in some areas following criticism of him playing politics with public health. So this all began when Matt announced last Friday that over 1 million people across the northwest of England would be allowed to visit friends and family for the first time in a month from today. Now, both council leaders and Labour MPs have attacked the government over what they see as Matt Hancock overruling local public health decisions in order to satisfy Conservative MPs in those areas. Basically, the Health Secretary is taking public health advice from the party leadership. If this is true, it would explain why Boris Johnson hired someone as weak as Hancock. I've said this before, Boris Johnson filled his cabinet with either Brexit sycophants or people who are too weak to stand up to the Eton bully. So what does this mean for people living in those Tory voting constituencies? Well, they will no longer be subject to the restrictions, but those in neighbouring Labour seats with similar or lower levels of infection will. Last Friday, the government were ready to make changes to local restrictions at 11 a.m. These had to be delayed for several hours after local Tories raised concerns. The restrictions were changed, but there was no reference made to the local involvement, probably to protect the Conservative politicians in those areas. The Trafford area saw its infection rate rise over the weekend to more than 3 times the national average, at 35 cases per 100,000 people. There, the restrictions were lifted. However, Salford and Bury both have lower infection rates and are still under lockdown. Now, Trafford has 2 Labour MPs and 1 Tory, but the Tory MP for the area, Graham Brady, has been pushing for the removal of the restrictions and somehow seems to have gotten his way. Why? Elsewhere, for example in Bradford, 9 wards in 2 Tory constituencies will have restrictions reduced in line with the rest of England from today. But the city's remaining 23 wards, which coincidentally are represented mostly by Labour MPs, what will happen there? Would you like to hazard a guess? Well, they will remain under local lockdown all the while recording fewer recent cases. This is happening up and down the country. Boris Johnson selected people for his cabinet who will not stand up to him or to the party. They will always follow the party line and do as they're told. The Health Secretary has an extremely important job, looking after the health of the nation. To allow party politics to get involved is not just corrupt, but extremely dangerous. People's lives and livelihoods are at stake here. Matt Hancock should not be in that position. But then who in this rotten party would be more likely to do a better job? I don't know. Let me know in the comments section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?